Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today for another skincare vlog. This is Brandon. I'm doing a different type of video today. It is actually 10:30, past 10:30 in the evening. I just got out of the shower, so pardon being sort of disheveled. Yeah, I was really inspired by another YouTuber. Also, I have no tripod, so sorry, I'm having to squat for this video. I was inspired by another YouTuber here on YouTube. Her name is Jennifer Myers. She also talks about anti-aging, skincare. She has really popular videos on tretinoin and her journey, her long-term journey with tretinoin. I highly suggest checking her out. I will leave a link down below to her channel in the description section. But yeah, I was inspired by one of her videos and I thought I would do something very similar and just show you kind of what I tend to eat in a day for anti-aging purposes, my anti-aging diet, if you will. I thought I'd show you or just share with you what I eat in a day or sort of my anti-aging diet, what I ideally get every day or every other day. My diet sort of varies and fluctuates, but this is sort of my basic or baseline diet that I sort of gravitate toward most days of the month. Yeah, so you won't be seeing a lot of my face, but I will be showing or sharing with you all of the foods that I eat that are full of not only antioxidants and polyphenols, but other nutrients as well that I will explain in the video and during my day. So if you know me, you know that nutrition is one of my passions aside from skincare research, anti-aging. I feel like I'm sweating already, but yeah, it's fall technically, but it's still pretty hot outside. I had to turn the air conditioning off because it was too loud. But yeah, nutrition not only affects your weight, which is something that people tend to reach for when it comes to nutrition or diets to lose weight, but nutrition also affects every facet of your life, your mental, emotional health, and your physical health. It also plays a role to some degree in your skin health, in your hair, your nails, especially because considering that collagen, elastin, keratin, all of these proteins in our skin, in our hair, and our nails, they are formed to some extent from what we consume in our diet, and they're also protected. So the skin is also protected by, again, to a certain degree from what we consume. And I'll explain that in the video based upon what I eat in a day. But there are nutrients, there are polyphenols, antioxidants that can help protect the skin from UV, potentially from pollutants in our environment that also degrade collagen and elastin. So nutrition plays a powerful role. It's not just what you put on your skin, your skincare ingredients and your skincare products. It's also what you consume on a daily basis. And hopefully I can just sort of give you an insight into the nutrition research and and how that affects your overall health, but also in regard to the anti-aging aspect, because that's what this video is mainly about. But anyway, before I begin my day, so my day starts the night before. Typically, I tend to make a to-do list the day before so I can have that already planned out. But when in regard to nutrition, especially the days that I'm going to have a smoothie, a green smoothie in the morning, I will have that planned out at night because the last thing that I want to do during the day when I'm busy is to put together a large green smoothie with all these ingredients. So I tend to do this at night so I can already have it packed and ready to go. Oh, sorry, that was my dishwasher. But yeah, I tend to have this already packed and ready to go so I want to put forth a ton of energy the next day. And I have a nutrient-powered packed meal, not replacement, but a meal that I consider a meal that I can just blend up in the morning after my morning pick-me-up beverage of black bean coffee. Yeah, but I guess I could explain to you what's in the green smoothie tomorrow, but I have spinach, carrot, chia seed, almond milk, cinnamon, turmeric, avocado, half of an avocado, and then tomorrow morning I'll put in a frozen banana and some ice and blend it all up. And I'll sort of explain later in the day how all of these ingredients in this smoothie particularly or specifically can play a role in anti-aging. And then I'll move on to lunch and dinner and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I just thought I'd share with you that tidbit. If you ever find that you just don't want to put together a healthy meal during the day, try doing it at night. Try motivating yourself to just do it at night while you're like watching TV or listening to a podcast or something like that. That's what I did, and it really pays off. It's kind of like just sort of, I don't know, I find nutrition just generally speaking, healthy, nutrient-dense foods to be kind of like an investment in your health. And so it's like when you put money in an investment account, it adds up over time, it accumulates over time. So you put in a little here and a little there, and whenever you do that, it doesn't seem like a lot, but at the end of the day, it grows exponentially. And that's what it does for your health. That's what it does for really every aspect of your well-being and mental, emotional health, for instance. That's what I'm doing, and I hope you enjoy this journey throughout the day. I will see you first thing tomorrow morning. Hi everyone, good morning. So I just had my coffee. I switched to my I Love Lucy mug that I got at Ross a few years ago. It says, best friends and coffee make the best brew. I got it for like under $3 at Ross a few years ago. I have been using it ever since. But anyway, yeah, I just made my coffee. Every morning I stumble into the kitchen from my dark cave of a bedroom into the kitchen to make my coffee. I use the Ratio coffee maker, using about 20 grams per 400 ounces of water, 20 grams of coffee per 400 ounces of water, sorry. And I've been using recently, we have this coffee subscription called Trade Coffee. It's really, really awesome. I mean, you get a different bag of coffee every week. This isn't sponsored, by the way, but yeah, you get a different bag of coffee every week, and you can try different roasters, different companies all across either the country or the world. This one is from, I don't know where this is from actually, but I'm excited to try this one. This has like chocolate notes in it, so that's awesome. I tend to go for dark roast because dark roast tends to have a stronger flavor profile, which I personally love, and it also tends to be easier on the stomach. I think it has less acid, less acidity, as well as a little bit less caffeine than lighter roast. But yeah, I like dark roast quite a bit. I drink my coffee black. I don't put any sugar, any sweetener, any dairy in there. I think it just distracts from the flavor of the coffee, which I tend to like very strong. Coffee is a good source of antioxidants, so in terms of the anti-aging potential, it's probably the #1 source of antioxidants in the American diet, which kind of tells you a little bit about the standard American diet. You know, if coffee is the #1 source of antioxidants for most people, that's not the best, but I tend to just jumpstart my morning every day. I feel like it wakes me up. Well, it does wake me up, but it sort of perks up my skin, perks up just my vitality in the morning, so I can just sort of get through and get to whatever I'm going to eat for breakfast or for brunch that day. And yeah, so the antioxidants in coffee, so like most dietary sources of antioxidants and polyphenols, the consumption of coffee may potentially help to protect the skin from UV, which again plays an important role in the visible signs of anti-aging. But also there are some studies out there suggesting that coffee may help to protect against the metabolic aspects of aging, cardiovascular disease, you know, paradoxically, considering that it does have caffeine. I think that it depends on the individual, obviously, but I think that there are some data to suggest that coffee has those potential health benefits. In my opinion, based upon the research that we have, is an important health-promoting, health-supporting food, beverage, and I highly recommend it as part of an anti-aging regimen. But I do recommend not putting, obviously, like dairy, sugar into coffee. I think a lot of people, not most people, but you know, we go to our coffee shops and get our frappuccinos or whatever, lattes, iced lattes, blended coffees with milk and sugar to a high degree where it's no longer very healthy. But yeah, just drinking it black if you can, or just trying to find substitutes for your sugars, your dairy, if that's what you're consuming, I think is really important, especially if you are focused on anti-aging and really wanting to sort of follow the anti-aging lifestyle. So this is my green smoothie. It's actually kind of thicker than normal. I think I probably put too much ice in here, but kind of gives you an idea of how it looks and what I drink in a day. So I don't drink a green smoothie every single day. I tend to do it maybe 2 to 3 times a week. I think that raw vegetables are great in ensuring that, you know, all the nutrients are there. Because when you cook vegetables, you obviously cook out some of the nutrients, but sometimes raw vegetables aren't easily digested by a lot of people, and especially nutrients, sometimes they're more easily absorbed and bioavailable when they are cooked. And I think there's also some concerns, especially like with kale or something, the effects that it might have on anti-nutrients and inhibiting the absorption of some nutrients. I don't really know a great deal about that. I think there is some research out there to suggest that it may inhibit some absorption of nutrients, but I use spinach, so I think that it has fewer, goitrogens or something like that affects your thyroid when it's raw, but it is a high antioxidant-rich food meal that I use typically for breakfast. It's around 10:30 in the morning right now after my coffee. Not only that, it's high in vitamin A, fiber, vitamin C, especially fiber. I put chia seeds in here, and the vegetables are also high in fiber. I have carrot, spinach, avocado, frozen banana. Did I say chia seeds? Yeah, so it's very high in fiber, high in healthy fats too. I put in a little bit of coconut oil, so maybe half a teaspoon of coconut oil. I'll use my plant-based straw, my compostable straw that I have. Yeah, so in terms of anti-aging, those nutrients, not only vitamin A may internally, dietary vitamin A may also be protective against UV for the skin, and vitamin A is also important for a variety of other functions, for eye health, for example. As time goes on, eye health may, depending upon genetics and things like that, eye health is also something important that you should be focusing on. And cardiovascular health with the chia seeds, the omega-3s, for instance, can also be really great for protecting or supporting heart health as time goes on. The antioxidants and polyphenols, particularly in plant-based foods, also may protect the skin against UV. Plus the fiber and some of the protein, the amino acids from like the avocado, for instance, may help keep you fuller longer, so you're not grabbing quick carbs or, you know, unhealthy snacks during the day, which may help to weight low, which I think is, you know, a concern along a lot of people, not me particularly, but it does help, I think, you know, just maintaining a healthier, lower weight, just generally overall, tends to be associated with longevity and just an overall healthier body, healthier lifestyle. Obviously, you want to be talking to your doctor, maybe a dietitian, about your goals, your health goals, and how you can align those with evidence-based research that's out there in regard to your own specific health status. Okay, it's lunchtime, so it's actually a lot of food. It probably looks kind of light because, you know, it is a vegan meal, but it is close to 2 o'clock right now, so I don't want to eat too much filling, protein-rich foods before dinner. But this is something similar. This is kind of like a hodgepodge of leftovers that I had just in the refrigerator. So I had slaw made last night for dinner with red cabbage. Red cabbage, and really any deep colored vegetables and fruits like berries, blueberries, raspberries, contain high amounts of anthocyanins, as well as cabbage in particular, just like other cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, let's see what else, kale, Brussels sprouts, contain high levels of sulforaphane. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that is a molecule that has been shown to also protect the skin against UV-induced damage, photo damage, as well as maintaining collagen in the skin during UV exposure. So having vegetables like deeply rich colored cabbage, like red cabbage, in your diet is extremely beneficial from a skin anti-aging standpoint. I also have a mix of cauliflower rice and beans, black beans, because I love black beans. I had these previously cooked. Great source of fiber, great source of protein. This whole thing is a great source of fiber, but the protein is really high in the beans. I don't really know if this is a complete meal. I also have a green apple that I picked in Linux a couple of weekends ago. But yeah, the cauliflower, the cabbage are also extremely high in vitamin C and has extremely strong antioxidant potential as well. Vitamin C is essential and crucial for collagen synthesis. So having a vitamin C rich meal like this is also extremely important if you are wishing to strengthen your anti-aging lifestyle, quote unquote, if you will. Yeah, and the cauliflower, I assume, is also high in sulforaphane. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I need to look that up. But yeah, high in sulforaphane, which has very high antioxidant capabilities. Black beans also contain antioxidants as well. So this is a extremely powerful antioxidant-rich lunch. And the apple, high in fiber. The peel contains a great deal of antioxidants as well and nutrients. I really love Granny Smith or green apple, especially in fall. It just reminds me of fall so much. I love these. I love the kind of sour taste to them. It's something interesting, different than the standard sweet tasting apples that are conventionally purchased. Oh, so I started making this. I made this slaw using homemade mayonnaise with just an egg yolk and avocado oil, but I forgot to mention that I put a bunch of spices in here, so it's kind of spicy. I have cayenne, curry powder for color. I also have garlic powder, onion powder. What else did I put in there? Chili powder, paprika. Spices are really concentrated sources of antioxidants that also have been shown to maintain collagen in the skin and protect against UV-induced photo damage. Plus, the antioxidants have other benefits. The cayenne, the capsaicin in the cayenne, for instance, that I put in here, also can potentially improve metabolism or increase metabolism to a certain degree. There's been correlation studies showing increased consumption of spicy foods, capsaicin, cayenne with weight loss, weight maintenance. So that could be helpful for some people in a comprehensive, holistic approach to health. Exercise, stress reduction, sleep, etc. But yeah, from an anti-aging perspective, it's also not just great for the skin, but also potentially protective against other metabolic conditions that tend to arise with time and coupled with an unhealthy lifestyle. But this is a great dietary approach, I would assume. Okay, so I just remembered I had a banana in my smoothie this morning, so I decided not to eat the apple because it might be a little bit higher in sugar. I remembered I had these goji berries. These are, they say it's a little bit lower. It's like 2 grams of sugar per ounce. Or actually, no, per fourth of an ounce. Okay, so what would that be? 2, 4, 6, 8 grams of sugar. But these are extremely high in vitamin A. I've been getting a lot of vitamin A today. But these goji berries are extremely high also in antioxidants. I was just looking at a study right now on my computer showing that there is research showing anti-aging effects of goji berries. So there are studies, this is just like a literature review, but there are studies showing that the components of goji berries, particularly betaine, which has anti-inflammatory properties, may reduce reactive oxygen species or oxidative stress. I think sulforaphane in the cabbage also helps to reduce reactive oxygen species, oxidative stress, as well as inflammation potentially, as well as preventing the effects of UVB irradiation on the skin, so reducing UVB induced skin damage. Photo damage caused by UVB irradiation. And there's another study showing that betaine in goji berries, just one of the notable components of the berries, in addition to the flavonoids and antioxidants, has been shown, at least in mice, to inhibit or suppress the wrinkle formation and collagen damage induced by UVB. So UVA contributes mostly to wrinkle formation, collagen damage, but UVB also to a certain extent also induces the aging process, the visible aging process in the skin. And the betaine or the betaine in the goji berries has been shown, at least again in mice, to inhibit certain enzymes that degrade collagen. So namely matrix metalloproteinase 9, MMP9, as well as extracellular signal regulated kinase and protein kinase. Oh yeah, also I forgot, I also got a black tea, a grande unsweet black tea English breakfast from Starbucks, just to sort of power me through the rest of this Friday. Yeah, tea is also extremely high in antioxidants and flavonoids that also have been shown to protect against UV in terms of skin health, UV skin damage, preventing and protecting against that. Camellia sinensis, the whole plant basically, has been shown to potentially inhibit to a certain degree the MMPs that I was mentioning, the enzymes that degrade collagen and elastin in the skin. So having a tea as a regular staple of your diet can be a great anti-aging approach. All right, dinner time. So this was cooked by my fantastic chef, Jacob. This is, actually it looks extremely delicious, doesn't it? So we have roasted potatoes, zucchini with capers, and mushrooms with, it's like a mushroom sauce with seared pork chops, I believe, with parsley on top. Potatoes, zucchini, high in vitamin C and some antioxidants. Also, the mushrooms are high in vitamin D, as well as the pork, high in protein, obviously. But this isn't my ideal nutrient-dense dinner, but it is extremely tasty. I've had this multiple times. Highly recommend this. Very delicious. A good Friday night menu item. I think later on maybe I'll show you a normal weekday or Saturday or Sunday night dinner item, but this is a good snapshot of a pretty much gourmet meal, home cooked, whole food ingredients, organic ingredients. So I would argue it's healthy, but it's obviously it's not a salad, you know, but overall healthy, no grains, which I like, lower in carbohydrates because you don't have those grains like rice or pasta or, you know, the starches other than the potatoes. But that being said, it's minimally processed, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my dinner. I'll see you at dessert. Okay, so it's after dinner. After dinner dessert, I have Lily's chocolate, sugar-free chocolate, sweetened with, I think, erythritol and xylitol. Now, I usually have on hand 85 to 90% chocolate, but I ran out. So I'm using this, which I actually prefer just because it doesn't have sugar or added sugar in it. And cacao polyphenols. I guess I could also reference these cacao beans, which I don't tend to eat quite frequently because they have the peels on them, so it makes it kind of hard, but they are very good. Cacao polyphenols have also been shown, just like, I think this is like a theme for most antioxidant-rich foods in my meals today. But the polyphenols in cacao have also been shown to protect the skin against UV-induced photo damage. It may also protect collagen in the presence of UV radiation. And cacao has, obviously, you know, other health benefits to it. And I'm talking, you know, not your Hershey's milk chocolate, but just like regular cacao, dark chocolate, sugar, chocolate that doesn't have added dairy or sugar. That's sort of a high percentage. I don't think this is a high percentage. Yeah, it's 58%, but like I said, I usually get 85 to 90, sometimes even 100, like within these cacao beans. But yeah, chocolate has been associated with several other health benefits, cardiovascular benefits. Now, cacao does have some caffeine content, but I find that even in the evening, the caffeine in chocolate doesn't really interfere with my sleep or my energy or anything like that. So I tend to eat it after dinner. And I'm also having a cinnamon tea that's really good. It's the Harney's and Sons Herbal Hot Cinnamon Spice. I love this tea. I'm almost running out actually, but It's naturally sweet. I'm not sure how. It doesn't have, there's no sugar. And the reason why I avoid sugar, by the way, is because sugar, it's just added calories with no nutrition whatsoever. It's empty calories basically. So I'd rather be getting my calories from something that has nutrition, that's going to energize me and empower me, and that's also going to go a long way in anti-aging. So sugar also interferes with the skin. There's specific mechanisms, but sugar can lead to glycation or glycated advanced glycated end products, or AGEs, aptly named. And these can ultimately degrade collagen, age the skin. This also happens with fried foods, fried carbohydrates, for instance. So AGEs, you know, they can just ravage and rage within the body and affect the skin. So that's why I don't eat sugar for the most part. I get a little sugar in my 85-90% chocolate, but I try to avoid sugar as much as possible. But yeah, this doesn't have any sugar. Cinnamon also has been associated with, I think, maybe like supporting glycemic control, so blood sugar control. Now, this isn't medical advice, by the way, so if you have any sort of hypoglycemia or anything like that, you definitely obviously want to be talking to your doctor. Cinnamon, you know, you definitely don't want to be self-medicating is what I'm trying to say. Essentially if you are using medications, you'll also want to make sure you're talking to your doctor so you know if there's going to be any interference. But I drink it for, I use cinnamon frequently. I used it in my green smoothie earlier. It's rich with antioxidants and polyphenols as well. And I like that there are associations with glycemic control. I don't really know what it's really doing for me, but I'm thankful and fortunate that I am healthy. But I do drink this for its health promoting properties, as well as it's just very delicious. So I highly recommend trying this, the Harney and Sons Herbal Hot Cinnamon Spice Tea. If I can find a link to it, I will put it down below. Yeah, here's my dessert. I'm gonna go have that, and then I will possibly meet you a little later. Hi everyone. Okay, so I have my glasses on, but I just wanted to do a quick outro because it is time to relax, and I hope you had a good time just hanging out with me for whatever I ate in the day. Again, it is pretty variable. I mean, like it changes throughout the week. It's not the same every day, but it's consistently, you know, a good diverse intake of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, spices, antioxidants, things like that. So I hope you had a fun time. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please hit the like button. Definitely hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.